swimming that whole time. Crazy. Alright. This is so terrible. Y'all can see the thing. Hey guys, what's up? Okay, I was trying to move this cord, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Anyway, hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Jordan Starr. I'm 22 years old from Greensboro, North Carolina. Recent graduate of Spelman College, and I just moved to Mexico for 3 months, give or take. I don't have a return date. But yeah, I went to this video. Well, Mexico, this is where my journey is going to start as a traveler, YouTuber, all the things. And I kind of wanted to do a video explaining why I decided to move here, how I'm doing it, and I don't know, just kind of like what I'm hoping to gain. So here we go. So yeah, I decided to move to Mexico City. A little bit of background. I just graduated from Spelman in May of 2022. I got an international studies degree. That was my major. And all through college, I knew that I wanted to do something that would take me out the country. I just didn't know exactly how that would look. And once graduation came along, I was like, yeah, I'm not really like trying to get a job right now. I just kind of want to travel and see kind of like where that takes me. Yeah, so I kind of realized that I wanted to do that probably my sophomore year. See, I saved up money. I'll get into that when I talk about like how I'm doing this, but more so while in Mexico. See, I graduated in May, and then in September I went to Italy and worked as an au pair for 3 months. So from September to December, I was in Italy, Rome, Italy, working as an au pair. And that was great. I really loved Italy, and that was the longest amount of time that I had been out of the country by myself. So that was really like the trip that like allowed me to get my feet wet with traveling and made me be like, okay, yeah, I can do this, and I want to do this. Once I finished au pairing, well, honestly, while I was still in Italy, I was thinking about like what my next steps were going to be in terms of traveling and everything. I didn't want to go somewhere that was as far as Italy. One, because like the plane ticket would be more expensive, and I just wanted to go somewhere that I would be able to get back home whenever I needed to, for whatever case. So I knew I wanted to go somewhere close, and I knew that I wanted to go to a Spanish-speaking country, because when I was in Italy, obviously they speak Italian, and yeah, it was hard to like try to learn Italian when I had no foundation. But while I was there, when people were speaking, I was like, dang, I wish like this was Spanish, because I would at least be able to like, you know, do a little something. So when I was there, I kind of decided that my next country, I wanted to be Spanish speaking, so I could really, you know, get better at it, because I've been taking Spanish since middle school like everybody else. And yeah, it hasn't gotten me anywhere. I know that I need to like apply it and actually immerse myself in the language if I want to learn it for real. So that was one thing. I wanted somewhere that was pretty cheap to like, well, that I would be able to survive off of a budget. So that was another reason why I chose Mexico, because it is definitely very you're able to, like, obviously you can spend money like if you really wanted to, but like you're able to get by without spending too much. So as long as like I budget myself and I'm like pay attention to my spending, I can live on a budget here. So that's another reason why I chose it. But two, when I was just looking for cities during that time period when I was like trying to figure out where I wanted to go, Mexico City just kept popping up, because I follow a lot of a lot of travel influencers, a lot of travel vloggers, people like that who, you know, do this for a living, and all of them have said that Mexico City was like top 5 on their list. They all loved it. And so I also wanted somewhere that, you know, transportation was easy. When I was in Italy, I was catching the metro and the bus everywhere, so I wanted somewhere that would allow me to be able to move around easily or just walk. A walkable city. So that's another reason why I narrowed it down here. But yeah, after I just did research and watch videos on people who have actually like moved here, yeah, I don't know, it kind of just became a no-brainer. And so yeah, I narrowed it down to Mexico City, and I'm really hoping that while I'm here, one, that I can just really like pick up this YouTube channel and focus on it, because when I was in Italy I really did want to start it, but it was a little bit difficult because I was working, and so I had a schedule. I only had the weekends free, and yeah, I just wasn't as comfortable with it yet. So like I wasn't whipping out the camera everywhere I went, things of that nature. And plus I just kind of wanted to get acclimated to like being in a new country for the first time by myself. So now that I've kind of like got that experience out the way, I really want to like dedicate time to focusing on building this channel, and just working towards the goals that I have in terms of like becoming a traveler and just being like literally a global citizen. So that's really what I'm hoping to gain. I'm really hoping to meet people who are doing similar things. I've already met people who are just, you know, they are nomads kind of. They're in Mexico City for however long. Some of them have moved here, but some of them are just here temporarily. So I wanted to meet like-minded people that I could just be in community with. And Mexico City is also known for their creative spaces. They have a lot of creative spaces here, and I really do just want to dive into more of my creative side. I feel like all my life I've been an academic. I never really thought to dive into, I never saw myself as creative, so like I just never thought to dive into like creative things. So yeah, I'm wanting to change that. I want to kind of explore my creative side a little bit more, and I think that's a lot easier to do when you're surrounded by other people who are doing it and who are doing it confidently and doing it well. So I'm really hoping to get into spaces like that so that I can just, like I said, dive deeper into my creative side and really focus on building this channel. I want to work on my videography skills. I want to work on my photography skills and get to the point where I'm traveling and doing that and just documenting life around the world, and you know, being a storyteller, telling my story through videos and through photographs. And so yeah, I just felt like Mexico City was a great place to start my journey with that. And so that's why I'm here. That's what I hope to gain. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely out of my comfort zone. This is the first time that, I did go to Italy, but when I was in Italy, I was staying with the host family and I went through a program. This time I am literally just freeballing it, and it's exciting, but it's also very uncomfortable and obviously unpredictable, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I really do feel like God has called me here for a reason. God has made this process like so easy. Like my plane ticket here was very reasonable, was cheap. I paid probably like no more than, I forget exactly how much it was, but it was no more than $170 for a one-way ticket here. As far as like tourist visas, you can get 6 months here in Mexico City, but before I came, I was reading that like sometimes they don't give tourists a full 6 months. Sometimes it can be like 2 weeks or 3 months or 2 months. Like it really just depends on the person you get when you're going through immigration or customs at the airport. So I did pray about that before I came, and I luckily got like a super nice guy who I just told him what I was doing, and he just stamped me for 6 months. So if I wanted to, I could stay here until August. So like time isn't really an issue. And yeah, I'm at a hostel that's really nice. I'm gonna do a separate video also on that, just like showcasing the hostel. But yeah, my hostel is really nice. Like God has really just made this whole process seamless, which is how I know that it's where I'm supposed to be. So I don't know what the future holds here, but I know that nothing but growth can come from it. So I'm really excited. So yeah, and lastly, now to the how I'm doing this. So I do not have a job right now. I am, like I said, putting all of my like time and effort into building my brand and building this YouTube channel. But I know that that's not the case for everybody. But for me, like I said, I knew that I wanted to do this from, like I said, for a couple years now. And so when I was in school, I just saved a lot of my money. I was on scholarship at Spelman, and so I received stipends every semester. I got refund checks, and so I saved a good percentage of that money whenever I got checks. And it was different. Like sometimes I would save like 50% of the check. Sometimes if I already had like enough money in my account, I would just go ahead and put the entire check in my savings. And yeah, so I just kind of like built it up. And I also did an internship the summer before my senior year, and that internship paid like $8,000, I believe, for the whole summer. And so I made a point to save half of that. And so yeah, by the time I graduated, I had probably about like $13,000 in my account. So I felt like that was comfortable enough for me to just be able to like go. And then plus, like, I'm very blessed to like have family members who support me and will send me money without me even asking. Like, that's a blessing and a privilege, and I'm so grateful for it. So like sometimes when I was in Italy, I didn't even have to like dip into my savings that much, because yeah, I was getting paid. And also, like, I just had people who sent me money, and I had people who sent me a lot of money for graduation. So I didn't even have to dip into my savings that much when I was in Italy. So yeah, that's how I'm kind of doing it. I'm going off of my savings right now. And yeah, I'm also just like traveling cheap. So I got a cheap ticket. Right now I'm in the hostel, and I paid probably around like $240 for 2 weeks. But I just booked another 2 weeks just in case I don't find an apartment as soon as I hope. So that's gonna be like about $500 for a month in terms of accommodations. Like I said, I walk a lot of places, and eventually I'm gonna like learn how the public transportation and everything works. So I'll be doing buses and the subway, and so that would be cheap in terms of transportation. Food is what's getting me though. I got to figure out how I'm gonna be economical on food, because I've already probably spent, I know, more than like $50 on food since I've been here, which is fine. Like, it's fine to do that for the first couple of days, but I cannot make it a habit. I do have to come up with a budget and everything, but I do think like if I buy groceries myself and cook majority of the days in the week, then I should be able to be good on that. And I'm also just like trying to like knock down going out and drinking anyway, so like hopefully not spending too much money on that either. So yeah, I'm really just budgeting, going off of savings, and yeah, that's how I'm doing it right now. And we'll see when some more money comes in, hopefully once I get to build this channel. But we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of just my little intro to where I'm at, what I'm doing, and how I'm doing it. Vlogs soon to come, and yeah, welcome to my channel, guys. I'm very excited to just take you guys on my journey of figuring out life while wanting to be a traveler, being a recent graduate, just taking leaps of faith, trusting in God to like take me to you know, just guide me on my journey. So I'm gonna be focusing a lot on faith stuff, a lot of travel stuff, obviously, while I'm here in Mexico City, and also just like talk to you guys about how I'm doing this whole content thing, because I'm new to it, and I know that there's a lot of people who are interested in doing it. So I am gonna just be documenting what I learn as I learn it, and all that. So yeah, we in Mexico City, guys. Look forward to all the videos, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.